Hello crafty friends, this is card number 39 in Full Deck Challenge 2. The prompts are fabric, napkin, black. For fabric, I'm using a piece of black fabric that I have. It's beautifully frayed on the edges. And then for napkin, I have this napkin that I bought a while back that I've been really dying to use as I really love it. I think it will work well together. So I'm going to start by taking off the top layer of the napkin. We only want to use that, and I'm trying to find a section of the napkin that I want to use. I want a little bit of the flower, I want some of the green leaves, and of course I want the black and white background. So I cut a piece, but then while I was looking at it, I found a better section that I think I want to use, so I'm going to cut that out. I'm also thinking to use this napkin in a mixed media art journal project, but that's for another day. To be able to lift the top layer of the tissue paper off the napkin, I'm going to use a piece of sticky tape that I'm going to stick on the bottom section, and this will help me to pull them apart. Just note, sometimes napkins are 3-ply, so you'll need to remove 2 of the layers just to have that top layer, so you can have the transparency. Of course, you can use it the way it comes, but I prefer using just the top layer. You want to see the transparency and see what is underneath. Applying Mod Podge to the face of my card, I then place my napkin over and I press gently. I'm also going to apply a layer of Mod Podge over the top of my napkin. This is to strengthen it, and once it's dry, it won't easily tear. I'm then going to dry this really well, and then I'm going to trim off the excess napkin with the scissors. You could also tear the excess depending on what you like and how you want your card to look. For my fabric strip, I want to punch a hole and feed the fabric through that, and I want to also add a little silver eyelet just to give it a little bit more interest and to finish it off and to add to the detail. I'm just trying to decide which side I want to put that on, and then I'm going to get my crocodile and punch my hole and then insert my eyelet and press it closed. And now feeding the fabric strip through. I'm not quite sure if I want to leave it long or if I'm going to tie it in a bow. So I'm going to try a bow to start off with and just see if I like that. Yes, I think I like the bow. I'm going to keep it like that. I'm now going to add some detail. Using a ballpoint pin and a color coordinated bead and then a butterfly bead, I'm going to pin that through the center of the bow. I'm going to add another small bead underneath my butterfly bead, and I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue underneath. This is just to keep it all at the top of the pin and to keep it in place, otherwise it will slip down. And then I press it through my bow. To prevent the pin from pricking me or causing any scratches when I'm using it, I'm going to put a small bead at the end. This bead is a little too big, I noticed after I had put it on, so I'm just going to pull that off and put a smaller bead. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the tip of the pin just to keep this bead in place. And then I'm just going to get rid of all the little strings that the hot glue gun creates. And then to keep my bow in place, I'm going to add a little bit of glue onto the card and keep that one piece of the bow loop attached. This is just to keep it in place and prevent it from flopping over to the side. To balance the card out, I'm going to add a sentiment in the top left corner. It is a black and white with some gold writing. Pretty simple and plain, but I think you need something, otherwise the entire card will be bottom heavy. At this point, I thought I was done, and then after I had finished filming and I put the card down and I came back to my desk, I realized that I didn't actually like the bow at the bottom. It didn't feel right, so I just flipped it over. I turned the sentiment the other way and made it at the bow to be at the top. I just repinned the pin, adjusted the sentiment, and I like that much better. I really hope you enjoyed this card and were inspired to create your own with some napkins and fabric. You can join the Full Deck Challenge at any time. I'll put the links to the playlist in the description box below. If you're on Facebook, you can join my group. Just search Full Deck Challenge Group. thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the little bell so you're notified every time I upload new content. Happy creating, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.